Welcome back to Queens on Queens. I am your host, Nate Clark, along with my co-host, Shayna B.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good and you.
I'm good so far. I just hope and pray that we can get through this episode without
But no,
any
it's
difficulties
yes, we
like
shall, we
you've been
shall.
having.
Oh my God, it's been wild. But yes, we should get through this.
Yes. I checked the weather. There shouldn't be no storms on my end.
Nope, there's no storms on my end.
You paid your internet bill.
Don't do that shit. That motherfucker was paid. It was the company, not me. Yes,
Well, let's get down to business, honey, because
because
this delay done threw me off. I don't even know where to start. I was just gonna wing it.
oh, that's fine. We do have a lot to seemingly discuss because we did not get a chance to cover last week. So
Hmm.
I guess we can hop into some tea from last week, this week that we've heard. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we need to talk like too much in depth about it because at this
No, no,
point
no,
it's
no.
kind of old news. But
Right.
yeah, we could touch on it. First and foremost, I think one of the most pressing things from last week has been Kenya Moore not
Yes.
returning to Housewives of Atlanta.
Correct.
As I was saying last week, the TMZ article that I read said that it was a mutual decision for her to step away. She's welcome
Hmm.
back in the future. But in the same time, they were saying that she was unhappy at how things went down and was
Correct. I
considering
can take
legal
so.
action. Now,
Mm-hmm.
since then, I've heard a little bit more. B. Scott has said that she was fired for violating a code of conduct.
Mm.
Now, we take that with a grain of salt because B. Scott and Kenya Moore used to be friends and they had a falling out. So it could be biased against her because I've not known Bravo to have any codes of conduct
Right. I was gonna
ever.
say I don't see no code of conduct. Period. Okay.
Now, the Jasmine brand, last I saw, they reported that she was not fired, but instead she walked away
Mm-hmm.
because the allegations that Brittany was threatening her with a gun, she felt that that was not followed up or taken as seriously. And so she was unhappy with how that was handled and her suspension. And so she decided to walk away and decided to possibly pursue legal action as a
Okay.
result.
Mm.
But what I will say is that a lot of Bravo celebrities and actual celebrities have come out in support of Kenya Moore, saying that they believe that her treatment has been unfair.
I noticed that. I saw Candy did speak on it. That's the only one that I saw that
Hmm.
spoke on what was happening in a sense. So
I've seen Lisa Renna say something in support. A lot of girls. I haven't seen anybody say anything bad about Kenya during the situation except like one or two people.
hmm.
Pretty much, it's been overwhelmingly in support of her.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. Even though I still think she's a nasty individual. But that's good she has that support.
Mhm. I don't think she's a nasty individual. I think that she does some nasty things on the show because she's playing her role of the villain. And
What's it?
she has
Oh,
admitted that in interviews in the past where she was like, yeah, I play up this villain role for the show to like make the show entertaining or whatever. But like productions, cast and crew, everybody who worked behind the scenes for her has said like she's like strictly professional, she's a great to work with, all nice things about her.
well, what she shows
But
us on the television as what she pursues to be
mhm.
nasty. I mean, I feel sometimes when you play a part, that part gets taken too far, and then look where you get. I'm just saying.
I mean that's true. But I'm just saying for what I've heard people she's worked with,
Hmm.
it's more so the role that she's knowingly playing on the show, not necessarily who she is as a
In
person.
real life.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Good to know.
Yeah. I used to could not stand King no more. I used to rally for her being fired, and she just grew on me, and I just grew to love her. I just love she's one of my favorites, so I'm gonna defend her.
That's
I ain't gonna
fine.
apologize for that.
But I don't want you to. I stand by what I said. Moving
I'm gonna
on.
stand by what I said as well.
Big business, big business.
Baby, I don't stand on business. I sit on business.
No, I stand on it tenfold.
I sit on it because I be shitting on these hoes. Go on.
You don't have no hoes to shit on. Shut up. Anyways, next. Okay, okay,
What
okay.
the fuck else is going on? Okay, we got the.
Let's go back to I know you and I have discussed, but we don't have any further news as far as Love and Marriage Huntsville, Keke. What's her last name? I can't remember.
I want to say Jabbar, but I'm not 100% certain.
I think that sounds about right. Heard of her passing, which is so sad.
Yeah.
I was in shock. I was like,
I was too.
that just
So,
blows my mind.
we're filming this episode on a Wednesday. The news broke out yesterday, Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it because I was on Twitter and I saw a hashtag Love and Marriage Huntsville was trending. My first thought was, okay, somebody else got arrested because I feel like
Arrested,
everybody on that show
right?
going to jail. So
Mm-hmm.
once I clicked it, it was all this rest in peace Keke and stuff, and I said, oh, I was shocked as well.
Yes,
And then as
most.
soon as I opened that up, you texted me the
Mm-hmm.
same thing.
My sister called me. She was like, she was running down. She was telling me. I was like, wait a minute. I said, who? She was like, Keke from Love and Marriage. I was like, I said, what? I said, oh my god. I was like, I gotta tell Nate. She's like, yeah,
Yeah.
y'all can talk about it on your which we don't have a lot to talk about, because we don't know anything. But condolences are so much sent out to her friends and family that are rallying around them right now. That's everything that's happening. I know she leaves behind some children. I just feel so bad.
Hmm. I
Oh,
feel terrible because, I may not have always liked how she conducted herself on the show, but she was, it always hits hard when you just see somebody on a TV show
yes,
and
seeing.
then hear that they died.
Just seen her. So,
Yeah.
we don't know. I know people, I obviously go look at comments and stuff, and people are just being negative about the
Hmm.
situation. We know about her past and what she's been through. And that was not my first thought that came to
Hmm.
mind when it came to her. I was like, well, what is it? I knew she was in the hospital before, last season, she wasn't feeling good and things of that nature. We just didn't know what was going on. So, again, that just
I mean,
hurt.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. My first thought was that she relapsed and overdosed.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the first thought I come to because
Yeah,
that's been her major storyline for most of the time on the show with her battles with drug addiction.
you're right.
It does not appear that that was the cause.
Correct.
I have heard some people say what the cause was. However, it has not been confirmed by the
Yeah.
family or major news outlets, so I don't feel like somebody's death is something that should be gossiped about. So I'm not going to repeat it.
Correct. 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 So that's the only thing I wanted to cover on Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's because honestly, I haven't seen any other tea happening.
Hmm.
I know Jersey comes on my timeline, but I can't. I don't know what's going on
I
there. I don't watch.
I don't know if this is tea per se, but I do have a little bit on Jersey.
Give it.
So first and foremost, Danielle and Jen Aiden had that altercation,
Yes.
which stemmed from Jen Aiden accusing Danielle of mistreating her hair girls and people under
Mm-hmm.
her, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that Jen has brought up, plus more, have backed up Jen and said that yes, Danielle does mistreat us. She doesn't pay us like she's supposed to, yada, yada, yada. So Jen is vindicated in that sense. I don't know about the charity thing, but as
Right.
far as her mistreating her hairstylist, multiple hairstylists have come out against Danielle and saying that yes, she did mistreat them in some way.
It's crazy. But my thing is like, why? Why do we care? Why are we bringing this up? What is it for? Like, what's your need to do this? That's what I be wondering. I'm like, why are we even talking about it? Who cares? Why is it any
I
business?
mean,
Oh, but I guess
it's
it's to
Housewives.
show look good and get the ratings
Right.
and blah blah blah. Because who knows what's gonna happen with this crew?
I mean,
Um,
try to do something
right.
because ain't shit else going on the show.
It's not. It's really not. Everything is divided. Uh, anyways, yeah. Now Gia done
Uh,
got into the middle of everything, and so I don't know.
I mean, I don't have a problem with Gia getting in the
I
midst.
don't either.
Honestly, I mean, she's a grown adult at this point.
A lot of people are
People
having
have been talking about her,
yes.
so let her respond.
Let it be that. Just let her say her piece. She's too young. She don't need. She's not an adult. She's not in her 30s. No, you don't have to be in your 30s to be an adult. Honestly,
Mm-mm,
you
sure
don't.
don't.
They just don't like it because
Yeah,
she's gonna talk and she's gonna say what she want to say. That's little Teresa. So
and
get over it.
honestly, I feel like she got more common sense than everybody that owns the show. So let her say what she want to say.
She more adult than any of these ladies on this show. I agree with you 100%. I like Gia.
Mm-hmm.
I like Gia. I like all the girls, honestly.
Now you know Gia is getting a show on Bravo.
Oh, she is?
So it's a show they're filming now. It's called Making It in Manhattan. It's gonna have
Oh,
Gia,
okay.
Brooks Marks, Riley Burris, I think some other kids of Housewives together,
Now,
filming
Brooks
together.
is Salt Lake.
Yes, Meredith
Okay,
Marks' son.
Meredith's son. Okay. This should be interesting. I did see a clip
Hmm.
right quick, and I was like, okay, we got a new show coming up. So, I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to that. I think I
I'll
might
watch. I'm gonna
what?
watch it.
Somebody put that
I'm,
into our little rotation.
hmm
Yes.
Even if it ain't dramatic, I'm gonna still watch and see how our babies grew up. Cause they all
Right.
started off so young, well, except for Brooks, but everybody else started off so
Everybody
young.
started young. Right. So we get to see them do their thing. I'm excited, honestly. This is a good thing
Hmm.
for those kids who actually, like you said, grown up on TV. Well, we've only really seen
Yeah.
Gia. I've seen Gia grow up on TV. But yeah.
Another thing for New Jersey, I know we have talked about before Teresa's former podcast, Namaste Bitches, that she co-hosted with Melissa Pfeister.
Okay.
I do have confirmation that the reason that they are no longer doing a podcast together is because Melissa was talking about Teresa behind her back to those Twitter troll accounts, Melissa Old Nose and others.
Oh,
Hmm.
can't trust nobody.
And this is not me repeating gossip or rumors. Podcast all about the Real Housewives had an episode dedicated to it where she read actual text messages, screenshots, DMs, like everything was like that. Melissa Old Nose don't release text messages between her and Melissa. So Melissa Pfeister was a snake this whole
Ooh,
time.
in the grass. That's wild.
And
Damn.
now Teresa has a podcast on her own called Turning the Tables with Teresa Giudice.
Okay, that seems like what it needs to be. Just do your own thing because you can't trust nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody at all. What you drinking? Cause that show ain't water.
This ain't water?
Don't play games with me.
Wow. Anyway, did you have any other tea?
No, I don't. I don't have nothing. Nothing. You're crazy too.
Hmm.
Nothing. No, I don't have.
Oh, going
What?
back to Love and Marriage Huntsville, you saw the recording of Melody Rogers popping off Miss Wanda,
This
Keisha's
one.
mama,
Child. She
and
said,
planning to sue her for defamation.
Show is. Mel went on there and she went off and she was not coming to play at all. She coming for that lady. She is gunning for her.
When I say she ran off, I mean she ran OUFFT, off.
Off. Let me tell you something. I'm ready for it. Because obviously
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of stuff being cheap just to keep yapping. Yapping.
Now, I wonder if she's still going to continue to move forward with it, or is she going to fall back given the death of Keke?
Right. because I don't. Well, I mean, I know that's Tisha's cousin. That I don't know in relation. Is that Wanda's niece?
It is.
It
Or
is
she
okay.
what she is. She
So
is.
that's how close they were. Oh,
Well, I
I,
don't think I think they used to be close. I think when
well,
Kiki
I
and
mean, like
Tisha fell
they were
out,
grown up
her and
since.
Wanda fell
You know
out.
what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah,
grown up since
yeah.
they were that close.
That was
Got
her
it.
niece.
Oh shit! I
She
don't
was her
know.
niece. Why do I keep saying that? She was her niece.
Shit, she was her niece. So okay, yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. Hmm.
We just have to wait and see.
We just have to wait and see. You are exactly right. Hmm.
But that's all I got. I guess we can stop talking about these hoes now.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about these hoes. I guess you want to start with Basketball Wives since you watched it. I didn't. We can just do that real quick.
I did. So the premiere of Basketball Wives was this week. I watched it. It was cute. Um,
You say it. It's cute. You said that earlier.
I mean, it ain't like it was like explosive. There was a confrontation at the end, which I'll get to in a minute. But I feel like it's just starting off a little slow. Everybody's getting reintroduced and what they got going on and what they're working on.
So who's back?
We have Evelyn Lozada,
Uh.
Jennifer Williams,
Mm-hmm.
Brooke Ailey. I call her Brooke the baddie. I have such a crush on her. I know I'm gay as hell, but Brooke could get it. Um, Brandy
Jackie.
came back.
Randy. Okay.
Jackie Christie, Brandy
Um.
Maxiel,
Mhm.
and Jacille. I don't remember her last name. She was new last season.
Yeah, but
I
I don't
love
know.
her though. I love her though. She's real cool. I think that's it. You know, sometimes they sprinkle in ladies later on, but so far that was
Okay.
it.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
So this season is basically almost the entire cast against Jackie Christie, and let me tell you why.
Uh-oh.
So Jackie saw this. There was a poster promoting Basketball Wives LA, and but the only people on the poster was
Billboard.
Jennifer Williams, hmm
Mhm.
Jennifer Williams, Evan Lozada, and Sean O'Neill. So Jackie felt disrespected by because this is Basketball Wives LA. Put some of the LA girls on the billboard. Put me on the billboard because I'm an OG of LA, and it angered her to the point where she was on a phone call. I know that Brandy was on the call. I don't remember who else was supposed to be on the call. But
Mhm.
Jackie was going off and talked all this shit about Shawnee and Evelyn, and she would slap Evelyn and saying stuff about Shawnee. So they were all upset about that. Furthermore, with Brooke, so Jackie and Brooke had beef because Jackie didn't show her any type of condolences or anything
Right.
when Brooke's
Her
daughter passed.
that's the way. Hmm. I remember that.
And then, yes, and then last season, Jackie did go to her and gave her what seemed like a sincere, heartfelt apology. They made up, they moved past it.
Hmm.
There was an interview clip in the episode showing how Jackie was basically insinuated that the apology was fake. Like she was like, you know, the producers wanted me to have this scene with her or something like that. So
Hmm.
that's why Brooke was like, oh, okay, well, fuck you then. You didn't mean your apology.
Right.
So Jackie invited all the girls to sit down for a ponderosa
Mm.
to try to get the sisterhood back together.
Right.
Everybody went except for Brooke. Because Brooke was like, girl, fuck you. Because, you know,
Hmm.
surrounded this is her daughter. Rightfully so. I don't even blame her. So they went there to try to hear Jackie out. And of course, Jackie just led all kinds of wrong. And she just would not take accountability for what she did. And she accused everybody else of lying and
Of
deflecting the
course.
shit.
She
So
does
the
that.
whole thing just blew up. So
Hmm.
my thing is, I agree with Jackie that Jackie herself should have been on that billboard promoting Basketball Wives LA. Yes, the Miami girls came first, and there would be no LA without Miami.
Right.
That is a fact. However, Miami is canceled. This is LA. Put OG from LA on there. If you want to keep Evelyn and Shawnee or whatever, fine, but add at least one LA girl on there to make it make sense. Where Jackie messed up at is her talking shit about the girls that are on the billboard instead of talking shit about whose idea was it to put that billboard up. She should have been talking shit about the marketing team or production, the network, the higher ups, not just
Right.
who was
Was
on
on the
the
billboard.
picture.
Right.
Right. Because that's not their fault.
It's not. It's not. But at the same time, yeah, Jackie has been around for the beginning of time, and so has Evelyn. But Evelyn gonna people. Maybe I'm wrong. People gonna gravitate more, and be like, "Oh man, that's Shawnee and Evelyn." Yeah, we're gonna get back to watching this. As opposed to if you see Jackie, be like, "I don't want to. For what?" I don't know.
But I mean, it's Basketball Wives LA. They
Right.
came onto her turf at that point. And Shawnee only filmed like two, maybe three episodes tops last season. She wasn't even
Yep.
on the show like that.
That's her show though.
I don't give a damn.
It's it's hers, and ultimately, at the end of the day, I think that it was down to Shawnee in production of who
Mm-hmm.
does the billboards, and she decides because she's the producer.
So yeah, like I said, I agree that I felt it was disrespectful to the LA cast. However, Jackie messed up
She
when
went.
she blamed them. She went
Mm,
way too far. And
mm-hmm,
I can't even defend her on the situation surrounding Brooke's daughter. Like I probably need to go find that interview and watch it for myself and see exactly what was said versus
mm-hmm.
how it was perceived. But just
Correct.
that clip they showed, it just seemed like she was insinuating that she was not sorry.
Right. She was just asked to do it, so she just went along with it. There was
Mhm.
no emotion behind it. It was just I have to do it. Whatever. Let me get it done.
And if that's the truth, then that's foul. I
It's
thought
real.
it was foul
It wasn't
then.
even
I think it's foul now.
because you thinking somebody's being genuine and they're not.
Hmm.
I don't even want it. Don't give me
And it's
shit.
surrounding somebody's daughter passing away. Like,
Right. That's the hurtful part about it. Like you're supposed to be my
yeah.
friend, and then you're gonna tell me you're gonna give me this, but it's a plate of shit. Literally,
Hmm.
that's all it was. A plate of shit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I watched, the preview for the rest of the season. Looks like, excuse me.
Mm.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Oh, how classy of me. So the rest of the season looks like it's gonna be interesting.
Okay.
I'm curious to see how Jackie's gonna fare on this show, being on an island by herself.
Hmm.
I know they showed some clips of Evelyn saying that she found some dirt on Jackie from her past. I'm curious to know what that's gonna be.
Oh
Brooke
God.
seemed like she wants to smoke every single time she see Jackie.
I believe
And
it.
Brooke can whoop some ass too.
She be ready.
So yeah, so I'm ready to see this show. I think
Okay.
it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be the best season, but I think
Right.
it's gonna be good.
Okay. Well, that's into our rotation here. All right. Well, I guess we can mosey on over to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Hmm.
Hmm.
We got a lot because we got to talk about the Lovers and Friends gala that was last week, and
Oh
then we got to
yes.
talk about this week. I just got to remember what happened this week because hell, I'm still stuck on last week. Honestly, not just watched it the other day.
I don't think
Oh,
too much happened this week, to be honest.
it
Not
did,
nothing big.
maybe. I know that the fellas met up, went bowling, and Ken want to bring up the whole situation with Martell and how he saw what's her name, Letitia, Tisha, Tisha,
Latricia.
Latricia. I'm gonna get her name,
Trisha. Let's just call her Trish.
Trish, and how he
Trish.
pretty much brushed off Trish when he started acting like he didn't know who she was. I'm like, why are we making a big deal out of it? Can you with her? If they had some that was before you, get over it. I don't know. Like
I
that
mean,
whole thing just don't make no sense to me. Just make it make sense.
I don't think they slept together, nothing like that in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But
But they had an
if they
interaction.
did,
Mm-hmm.
and they not being honest about it, that would be an issue for me.
Well, yeah, but I
Hmm.
don't. No, I don't see Martell.
Because I mean, even with my fiance, like I've had him around guys that I have had an intimate past with before, and we, are friendly or whatever. But I'll let him know ahead of time, like,
It's
hey,
not.
this is our history, whatever. I want you to know if you're not comfortable, then we can squash it. And he'll say, okay, as long as I know what I'm walking into, it's cool.
Right, right, right.
So
And I
that's how
agree.
I perceive that.
And if that did happen, anything happened between the two, then she should have spoke up and said, "Babe,
Hmm.
this is XYZ." You know what I'm saying? You
Right,
want to be blindsided, but like you said, I don't think anything happened between the two. I think they did probably interacted in a sense somewhere, but it was never anything physical. I don't believe that.
right.
Yeah. So, but
I
yeah,
don't
that
know,
was, and then
Sha.
Stormy went to turned herself in. Uh, she went to.
That was crazy because I did not know that you could go to jail for cussing somebody out. Now I got to watch my mouth.
Well, listen, I don't know, cause that's wild to me. I was like, well, there was no physical altercation or nothing like that. But how did what? Like, she came on your property. Did she get any, charges put up on her?
The
That's what I want to know.
the charges was harassment communications, which was when Stormy cussed her out. Now because Stormy did not press charges against her, that individual pressed charges first, and that's how they got Stormy.
Right, correct.
So
Okay.
at that point, it didn't even matter that she was on. Well, I'm assuming it was a woman, but it didn't matter that they was on Stormy's property. Stormy never reported that, so just by that individual going to press charges saying, "Hey, this is what happened," and I'm assuming
Right.
they might have had some type of recording or something.
Probably
That's when
maybe
they put the warrant out.
because I
Now,
had.
it could get dismissed. It could get like you know slap on the wrist or whatever. I don't know. We have to wait and see. But
Mm-hmm.
that's how that came about.
That's crazy. Her mom didn't come and show support. She was really upset about that. But the mom feels, I think her name's Miss Betty, right?
Hmm.
Miss Betty feels like it's because of Mel that she's having these issues. But like, I don't know if it was last episode or this episode. I feel like it's been a whole lot of talk about Mel's millimeters. I
Hmm.
know Marceau brought it up when he was talking with Tisha, and then I heard it with Stormy talking to Courtney because she said the lady that came was a millimeter. I'm like, what in the hell? Like, this shit is crazy.
Uh, I'm scared to talk about it because I don't want no millimeters popping up at my house trying to get me because I done said something. I'm scared based on what they saying. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about that.
If she be telling the people to activate for real.
I don't know, but I'm telling you, just based on what these other people on this show saying, I'm gonna shut the fuck up about it because I don't want no problems.
It's just, I feel, and like I asked you, and I was going to ask you again, do you feel that if Mel left the show, would the show still work good?
If they continue with the right casting decisions, yes. I
With the
think that
casting we
Mel,
have now, do you
with
think?
the cast we have right now, I think that somebody would have to step up in a very big way to lead the show.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Otherwise, they will have to shift things around a little bit. They have to bring somebody in new or get rid of some people. I don't know, but I do think that while Mel is a major part of the show, she is not the show.
Correct. I get it. But let's do this here. We got
Okay,
Mel. Stormy has had some issues with her millimeters. Uh Marceau and Tisha
the show.
issues with her Tisha, yeah, with her mama with Mel. That's two right there. All right, now let me tell you who I haven't seen in a while, and that's Maurice and Kimmy.
Hmm.
I have not seen them, but and the Fletchers don't have issues with Mel that I know of that have come out. But of course,
Okay, okay.
Martell, his thing is still, you know, is Mel. Everything I feel is surrounded around Mel, honestly.
Hmm.
And not saying that in a bad way. I just feel like everyone's storyline at this current moment pretty much is that, and that's oh Lord,
Oh,
Destiny.
we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. But pause on that. Let's
I'm
finish
gonna
this
pause
male
on it.
conversation
Oh
first.
yeah, but what I'm saying, I feel like if Mel, like you said, somebody big has to come in and fill in them shoes because I feel
Mhm.
like Mel makes the show.
I disagree that everybody's storyline revolves around Mel. I think that the Fleshers have their own family situation. I feel like the Scotts have their own family. I feel like everybody has their own situation that they can and are trying to talk about. I feel like the only person who really has no place on the show without Mel would be Martell.
True. Okay.
That's the only person I see suffering without her on the show. I think
Mm,
everybody else has enough going on to where they can pivot successfully and
okay.
have other things going on without her.
Hmm.
Because if you see, like even at the Nell's birthday party, her and Tisha had this thing. Tisha and Stormy had this thing. Like none of that involved Mel. You know what I'm
Mel.
saying?
Right. Right. Right.
So that's what I say. I think that Mel is a big part of the show
Hmm.
and its success, but I don't think that she is the show. I think that it can survive without her if they make the right decisions moving forward. If she decides to leave,
Right. Okay. Which I don't think she leaving. She may go be behind the scenes, but she not leaving. Leaving. So yeah.
right? So, I
Hmm.
mean, I'm just looking at Housewives too. Like, how many OG Housewives and popular Housewives have you seen come and go, and the series survives?
Will
You know what I
survive.
mean?
That's true. That's true.
So I think
That
it
is
just
right.
depends on what the other people are going to bring.
True. I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah.
So we want to get into Destiny, and I don't even want to say that bitch's name. Forehead.
Yeah. So Destiny finally shows up to the gala, and Sunny and Moses are already there. So Sunny comes to Destiny. She's like, "Can can we talk?" Or something in that sense. And she's like, "I wouldn't." That
And she's
lady
like,
don't
"Would
know.
you like to have a conversation?" Say, "I
She's like, "I
wouldn't."
wouldn't." I was like, "Ooh." So, but they still went. They went to the back into a room so they would not distract and disturb the gala, which I respect that part. I like
Well,
that part.
that was Stormy. That was Stormy's doing.
That's why
Stormy
because it's
put them in that
Stormy's
room.
idea and said to put him back there, and it was a smart idea on her part because she didn't
Hmm.
want that the foolishness if it happened to break out that way at
Hmm.
her event,
Right.
which is very interesting, by the way. I
But
don't
this is my thing. Okay, well,
don't
I'm gonna let you go first, and then I'm gonna say my piece.
I feel like Sunny has put herself on this pedestal of highness just because she has Moses and is still not understanding where Destiny's coming from and how it has affected and hurt her. You know what I mean? Like she just don't
Hmm.
care. She got the prize, so she say, "What that? What did she say?" She say he played stupid
Play
games.
stupid games, you win dumb prizes.
This boy. I was like, that's a good one right there. So I just don't. Sunny is acting like Destiny did something to her. What? You are
Hmm.
reflecting wrong, sweetheart. All wrong. It just pissed me off. And I'm glad it wasn't a physical altercation. I'm glad Destiny was able to say what she needed to say and walked away. Walked
Hmm.
away.
Because it couldn't have been me, Shall. Let me tell you that. That room would have been tore up.
Like, how dumb can go ahead, Nate. Just go ahead.
So I called it. I said that Sonny doing all this shit talking about Destiny being all big and bad, but when she get to her face, she not gonna be acting like that. And she wasn't.
Hmm.
She was not. She didn't have all that energy and shit. Now, she is what confuses me is first and foremost how you don't have sympathy and empathy for Destiny and just being like, you know what, yes, I don't feel like I did anything wrong by dating him, but I do feel bad that you're hurt about this. At the very least, that's just a basic human courtesy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hmm.
And then as they got deeper into the conversation and,
Go
you
ahead.
know, Stormy started defending herself, she admitted that Moses was with multiple women, cheating on everybody, all this kind of stuff. Why do you feel like that man, that God would make him your husband? Why do you feel like he is the prize, the end all be all, that's up here on this pedestal? By your own admission, he is a serial cheater. Do you
Yeah.
really don't think that he not gonna cheat on you?
The way you get him is the way you lose him. That's how I feel, and that is my motto. Okay. But this is the kicker, Nate. This is the kicker for me. When Destiny and Nell were talking, she was like, "Yeah," she said, "We all met up for my my birthday dinner." She was like, "What y'all did?" She was like, "Yeah, it was her Moses, and it was another person there, and Sunny." The way Sunny
Hmm.
made it seem, it was like it was a whole bunch of people. She didn't even
Like
notice it.
this big ass party and stuff.
And it was not that. So I knew that lady been lying. She lied about being close to Destiny, which they were. You don't
Hmm.
deny that, because that lady would not awfully sit here and say that was my friend, because y'all did build some type of relationship.
Hmm.
Y'all did.
Well,
She
when
just
Destiny said that about her friend, she was referring to Moses because her and Moses had been friends for 15 years and got
Mhm.
together. So when she
Right.
started brought down crying, she was crying because she not only lost Moses as her man, but she lost that friendship as well.
But what I'm saying is building that rapport with Sunny as her producer. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
she knew this lady. You cannot tell me this lady didn't know nothing about this other person, that Destiny's life. You cannot tell me Sunny did not know nothing about this lady's personal life. There's no way.
Hmm.
No way.
There has been some inconsistencies in Sunny's stories.
A
I
lot
will
of
say that.
instances, but I know she's lying about everything. Everything. Anything that come out of her mouth now is a bold faced bullshit ass lie.
Something else I did not like about Sunny was when, after her and Destiny wrapped that conversation, Sunny went back to Moses and she put on that big bag and tough persona again. But oh yeah, she dropped the ball. I picked it up and I scored. And he was like, "Oh, you said that to her," and she was like, "Oh, we can leave this little part of this sandwich. It's
That was
nasty
just
and blah
nasty.
blah."
Like,
Okay, so now
why?
you disrespecting Stormy, and Stormy ain't did shit to you. Like you just a nasty bitch.
Nasty. I was like, why she had to say all that? I thought the same thing, Nate. I was like, what?
It was
And
so
what
unnecessary.
do you have on? And please do something different with your head.
Cover that forehead up or something. Put some bangs on.
Oh, bang, bang, bang. She needs something to cover up that five head.
Something.
But
But
yeah,
she just got such a nasty spirit on her.
it's
She really
disgusting.
does.
Oh God. If any girl, but then to come to, she done, Sunny done did this to somebody else before, right? Didn't she say
Hmm.
that?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh, uh,
That's a
child,
nasty woman.
nasty, filthy,
That's the.
just nasty. But yeah,
Whew, that got me worked up, child. I could cuss her ass out forever. I
I just don't
could. Like, let me
know
tell I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I try to look at other perspectives and everything, but she has shown nothing but pure nastiness since she
when,
got on this show.
right, ever since when Mel had that talk, that little session with Carlos, and then they showed up on the Sonny and Moses showed up on the couch, and when she started talking
Mhm.
and the way she was talking about things, I was like, "Oh yeah, nah, I already see what it's gonna be and how she act. It's a no for me."
And
Mm.
I was really hoping she was going to show something different because, like I said, I really try to give people the benefit of the doubt and see other sides, but you can't with her. Like that is just she is just foul to her core.
Real
And
funky,
I'm just reacting on what she showed us. Now I'm not
right?
even acting
Notice
on no outside tea. This is
it's
what she has
it's
shown
what
us.
she had shown on the show, and I don't know if you just putting on this front fake facade or whatever. We're not buying it because we see
It
her.
is fake because, like I said, she didn't act like that in Destiny's face. She act like that everywhere else, though.
What I'm saying, the fakeness, which her being hard core and thinking she got this, that, and the third. Let me tell you something. Moses is gonna cheat on her if he ain't cheating on her already. Ooh, and the day comes and that shit comes out. I want to see it. I want to see her face. I want to see every reel, TikTok,
I
Instagram, Facebook, something.
I feel like she gonna if that well when that happens, I feel like she gonna save face and be like, well, we was on a break anyway. I told him that he could do that. I bet you
Right?
that's how she gonna play
Oh
it.
my gosh.
I
That,
bet you that's how she gonna play it.
oh God.
He would have to just flat out leave her and dog her out in order for her not to save face and act like that.
Right. Child. Time may tell. Time will tell. Mm.
That shit pissed me off. I'm getting mad right now. Let's talk about something else.
Okay, I get well that's all I got
Got my
from
blood pressure rising and shit.
that's all I got. That's all I got from my husband. I got nothing else. Got nothing no more.
I just want people to. I want Sonny to go away, and I want people to stop going to jail. That's all I want.
That is what's happening down there. It's a lot. It's too much going on.
Too many people getting arrested. They made me not want to go down there no more.
I ain't
I mean, to be honest, I ain't want to in the first place, but I
right,
definitely
but
don't want to go down there now.
oh, period. Nope. I'm good on that. You ain't gonna see me down there. Sorry.
But you're arresting the rich people too. Oh no,
Mm-mm.
no, no.
No. That's a no.
Uh-uh.
That's a no for me on that.
You know, I got all this mouth, and Stormy got arrested for cussing. No.
Uh-uh. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Mm-mm. Well, what we got next? Dubai?
We have the ladies of Dubai. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's been real joy to watch this year.
it has been. I do enjoy watching the ladies. And her name is Sada, right?
Saba.
Saba. I put her in. Anyways, Saba. I do enjoy seeing her. I was just in my mind thinking, I was like, is she gonna be a part of the cast like full time next season? Because she has been seen a lot.
Um, I don't know if I particularly care for her as of right now.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give her a chance. I don't dislike her. I just need to feel her out a little bit more.
Well, yeah, but what I'm just in a sense, she's in almost the last couple of episodes, and we ain't even had that many, but she's in
Mm-mm.
a lot.
Well, she's a friend of. She's an official friend of, I
Right, right,
believe.
right. Okay, and that she's a Sarah's friend.
Yes,
Right. Okay.
she's Sarah's best friend. She looked real young.
She does look young.
She looked like she should be somebody's daughter, not like one of them. Like she just looked real young. I don't
Mm.
mean that as an insult either. I mean, whatever your skincare routine is, girl, keep doing it. Tell me about
Right.
it.
Slide us in our DMs or something so we know.
Something, because well, girl, they in Dubai. They probably can afford that shit anyway.
Oh, you're right. I can't. I can't.
But it's given luxury, and I
It
love to see that.
was
Like when Caroline said she had them people hook that tree up to the crane and move it from one
put
side of
it
the house
over
to the
and
other.
there.
That's the kind of rich bitch shenanigans I love to see.
Rich bitch shenanigans. I love it, Nate.
That's what I like to see on my TV screens.
Rich bitch shenanigans. All right,
Oh
then.
damn! You know we should have made that the title of this podcast instead of Queens on Queens. We should be Rich Bitch Shenanigans.
That would have been a good one. I like it. Don't worry about it. We
Damn!
can get t-shirts.
You said what?
We can get t-shirts with that on it.
Maybe
Yes.
if we get more than 5 people watching every week, we probably can do some merch.
Ooh. We got to go up these views here.
Mhm. I might have to break down and put us on Twitter.
How much is that? We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
I mean, girl, I don't mean like paying for Twitter. I mean like posting clips on Twitter to get
I
like
don't
some
know. I
people.
don't know how that all works. You know me. I don't know how that
Yeah,
works.
I'm scared because you know they be
Oh, they
vicious
be
on Twitter. That's
mean.
why I've been
Yeah.
scared.
You like,
So
take it down. Take it down.
I might have to post it and just not look at comments. Just turn my notifications off and just post it and leave it.
Maybe. One time. Let's try it one time.
I'm scared, Shanna. We'll talk about this
I
later
know.
because I'm
I
getting
know.
nervous right now.
Ooh, like that. That's why I don't be on the Twitter, so I don't know.
That's where I get a lot of my tea from is Twitter.
I know you do.
Yeah, but I try. Man, them comments be something else, honey. I tell you, people
Oh,
just say anything.
of course they do.
I mean, we do too, but still, I like to think we're a little
Right.
bit nicer than that.
They ruthless. They real ruthless.
I know that's a little hypocritical. I just talked about Sunday forehead and
I
everything, but
know.
still,
But they might get real
still.
nasty. You be like, turn off the notification. Turn them off. Turn them off. Turn them off. But yeah.
But anyway,
So
back to Dubai.
yes, yes, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Um, what else is going on?
Well, I guess we
I
could talk
don't
about.
really feel like something
Go
that
ahead.
deep has been happening. I've just been enjoying watching them.
I have been. I just Brooks.
Mm.
Yeah, I think sis is stressed out.
You think?
And it shows, and she's putting that out on other people. And Talene, her and Talene are like they this, but now I'm starting to see where I don't think Brooks cares for Talene getting close with Caroline,
Hmm.
and like she was sitting at the table just acting nonchalant at this last episode, like she just doesn't give a shit anymore. She ready to write that friendship off. I'm like, damn, already all these years, and you just want to let it go?
Right. I don't like to see that at
I
all.
don't either.
Especially with genuine friendships. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Talene want to be friends with Stainberry, let her be friends with Stainberry. That
Right.
shouldn't threaten you.
But I obviously it is. It's a big threat.
But I mean, if y'all got such a tight bond and y'all so
It
close and
shouldn't be a
everything,
problem.
it shouldn't matter. Yeah, you
Hmm.
should be like at the minimum, just be like, don't talk about me when you're hanging out with her. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly. So the way that they parted ways at the dinner table, when Talene and Brooks met up, it was just given like, fuck this, I don't care anymore.
Hmm.
Whatever. And I didn't like that. Like you see the look. Talene did call her out, and she was right. Talene was right. She didn't say nothing wrong to Brooks about her behavior and how she was acting. And Brooks just don't want to take ownership for what she's doing or seeing what she's doing. The look in her eyes, they got so fucking big so many times. It's crazy.
Ooh, you know who I would love to see in the scene together?
Ooh.
Brooks and Mary Cosby. You know they both crazy. They both got them eyes that pop when they. I
Right.
think that would be a very entertaining matchup to see them two together.
Barry Crosby, boy. I'm ready for Salt Lake because I want to see this.
Oh, word on the street is the trailer for the next season is coming the week of July 15th, I believe.
And the OC starts on the 11th.
Yeah, their season premieres the 11th, but the trailer for Salt Lake City, I think, is coming the week after.
Okay. Well, I'll be looking out for those and starting to watch because I'm ready for Orange County. I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh,
We not talking about them. Go ahead.
but you know about Orange County, this gonna come out on Thursdays, and we film on Wednesdays, so we're gonna be a week behind, like we was at Miami last year.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Yeah, we're gonna be a week
Yeah,
behind.
we need to get it together, start doing some live shows, just live recording our shows.
I'm down for that. I'm down. Okay.
Well, we'll discuss that in the next production meeting.
Next production meeting, yes. Next production meeting. So how did you feel about Tylene pulling Stansberry aside to talk about Sergio? Do you think she was wrong for saying something about it?
No, I think so. By Talene not knowing Stanberry that well, maybe it was not her business to bring that up or mention it at all. However, the way she handled it and bringing Stanberry away from the table and not discussing it in front of everybody, I thought was commendable. It
Yes.
proves that she was not trying to be messy or
Mhm.
anything like
Or
that.
anything like that. Right, right, right.
So, I mean, I respected her pulling her away from the table.
I like that part too. I was glad she did that because everybody doesn't need to be in that type of marriage business. I'll be honest with you. Because once you start getting people involved, it just goes down a nasty rabbit hole. Sometimes, not all the time, but it just doesn't
Hmm.
go right and well. Um,
Hmm.
because we see other husbands on Dubai and everything's fine. But when it comes to Sergio and Caroline, oh Lord Jesus, Sergio.
Sergio could never be my man, honey. Let me tell you that right now. He is pretty, and that is it.
Hmm. Like and now this episode, this baby, like Caroline is not. That lady don't want to have another kid. She don't want to have no more kids. She does not want to
I
have kids.
I really don't believe that Caroline and Sergio should have gotten married. I don't think they should not have been married at all.
Yeah,
I I hate to be like that, but just seeing what we're seeing on the TV screen, what they're presenting to us, it just feels like that was a bad idea.
agreed. Yeah, he's too he's too needy and too clingy. And of course, he's younger and she's older and she's like in her ways, but I feel she just don't want to be bothered.
Hmm.
She don't want to be bothered, and that's what I see. Like this marriage happened. I don't know. I guess she just like having him around and she wanted to keep him around in the sense maybe I don't know. Did he asked her right? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm assuming he asked her. I
Yeah,
don't know.
even want to
I
get
don't
married?
really.
I don't know.
I feel like season one was so long ago.
Right. Feel like that. But yeah, I just don't the dynamics is it's always tension. Or he doesn't feel like he's the man in the house because she's running everything
Right?
and
Frankly, he don't act like the man of the house.
or she
He
feels like
doesn't present himself that way.
he doesn't. And the kids, oh my God. Them kids don't respect them. That Yasmin, the oldest child of Carolyn's, she don't respect that man.
He's closer to age to them than he is to Caroline, so of course they're not going to respect him as a stepfather figure.
Hmm.
Well, I don't want to say of course they're not, because there are some family dynamics in which they do. But like I said, he does not present himself as the man of the house. He does not present himself as a father figure. He
Right.
presents himself as too young and too clingy and somebody with some mommy issues. I'm
Like
sorry, that's just my opinion.
a child that wants to
Yes.
be nurtured and on the titty all the time.
Especially when they was arguing because she was trying to pay the bills and he kept asking her 50 times about the handbags. Like, that drove me crazy watching it.
Oh my gosh, yo. I wanted to say, please leave me the fuck alone. Go away.
Right.
Fuck the handbags. I figured them out later. I'm trying, like she told him over and over again what she was doing. He still came back. I'm like, stop, yo. You're driving me
Right.
crazy. I'm not even there. And you're driving me nuts.
That's how I felt. Like, that's why I was like, he can't be my man. Because how many times I got to tell your ass what I'm doing? Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone for 5 fucking minutes. And then we can talk about this. If
It's
this is not urgent, this is.
a child. It's giving a child, honestly.
Gonna
Doesn't
get
matter.
mad again.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get
Oh
mad.
my
But yes.
goodness.
But now we know
On a lighter note.
you don't like him.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I said I know right now it's to be continued. I'm so upset I didn't get to see a preview of what's going to happen next week. But yeah,
Right.
but go ahead.
Well, I
I'm
mean, they probably done released it now. When I find it, I'll send it to you.
okay.
If they released it, I don't know.
If they release it now, you
But
finish your sentence. I'm sorry.
yeah. Um. Oh, I was gonna say about Stanberry. I like her a lot more this season than her first season, because
Okay.
this is the Stanberry I remember from Ladies of London, which was the show she was on before
Okay.
this one.
Oh,
You
okay.
didn't know about that?
Oh, I didn't know she was
So
on that.
yeah, so on Bravo there was a show called Ladies of London. I called it the Real Housewives of London because that's what it felt like, except they didn't have no reunion.
Right.
But she was an OG on that show, And during that last season, that's when she moved to Dubai with her now ex-husband.
Okay. That's
So,
how she
and
got over.
then the first season of Housewives of Dubai, I felt like she was reserved. Maybe she didn't quite understand, maybe she was nervous about the cameras picking back up in her life or not really getting the Housewives format. I don't know. But
Right.
I feel like this season we're seeing more of the Stanberry that we fell in love with from Ladies of
Oh,
London.
Ladies of London. Okay. Yeah, it pops up like after the show goes off, Ladies of London. I'm like, what is this? But I did not know she was on that show. Okay,
Hmm.
cool.
It was good too. I recommend watching it one day when you got nothing to look at. I enjoyed it.
We can do that. We can do that.
Mhm.
Yes.
But I think that's all. Oh, Ion and her teeth.
We still waiting on to figure out how old she is, man. She missing teeth. Her mom, she said her mom went in her mouth and took that shit out. I said, "Sure, your mama did what?"
That it just blows my mind because we're in a different um country and culture and society. It just blows my mind that you were born without a birth certificate and you
Mm,
don't know your exact birthday or your exact age.
right.
Like I cannot imagine that. I have so many questions. Like, how did you get a visa? How did you travel the world? How did you do all the things without a birth certificate? Like, what do you tell the government? You know what I mean?
I, maybe she had to conjure one up just to get to where she needed to be until she's now able to do this teeth analysis to figure out how old she is, which is weird.
Hmm.
How do you do that? Mm.
Well, you know how they do like forensics with your teeth and stuff. That's basically what they're doing.
Oh,
Like when you find it, I ain't trying to speak none ill like on her. But you know how you find a dead body and you see the teeth, like they put the dental records, they examine the
right, right,
teeth
yeah,
to
yeah,
try
yeah.
to figure
But
out who
she,
it is.
but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is the dental records when somebody has that has happened to them is because they have dental records on file, so they know who they are. I don't know
Mhm.
how do you do the teeth
But
thing doing
no,
age.
no, no. Like that's like now. But like when you find like a older skeleton,
Oh, okay,
you
okay,
can
I got it.
examine the teeth and kind of figure, okay, this male or female, approximately this how old this was or whatever. Like they can find out a lot of shit like your teeth.
Well, I'm excited to find out how old she is.
Shanna, you watch a lot of true crime stories. Don't you know
And
that
I
the first
do.
rule of getting rid of a body is pull out all the teeth?
Yes, I know that.
Because they
But
can find shit out.
nobody does that though. They don't have time to sit there and pull all them up. But I'm just saying, that's how they figure
We
out
don't
who.
went down a Yeah, we went down a whole other rabbit hole.
Right. So stop, stop, stop. Anyways, we only got a few minutes left. So yes,
Yeah. So we're gonna wait to see how old Ion is.
yes, I'm
But that
ready.
blew my mind.
Yeah, it blew my mind too. I was just listening to her talk about it and everything. I'm just like, you don't know how old you are. You don't know. You don't even know probably when your birthday is. You just celebrate it on a day that you selected. You know.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
That's
But yeah,
just and that shit happens too.
that's
Like that just
reality.
blows my mind. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
That's
just
reality.
crazy to think about how other people live and grow up and it's so different than
Yeah.
what we're accustomed
What we
to.
have, right? Indeed, indeed.
Mhm.
But yes,
Mhm. I think I done run off the rails a little bit in this episode, so I think I'm done.
I'm done too. I'm done.
Any closing remarks? Or we good?
I have none. Do you?
Hell no, I'm ready to get off this podcast. I'm hungry.
Oh Lord,
So,
go, honey.
if you all like what you've seen and heard and you want more content, please like, comment, download, subscribe, rate, do all of the positive things. And
Yes,
Lord willing, we'll be back next week as long as that shit don't act up again.
we'll be here.
Peace out.